and welcome to Studio Nicole. I am Nicole, and I am so happy that you're here with me. I am going to spend a little bit of time today working on a mixed media composition in my art journal. I have sort of sketched out roughly where I want the different elements to be, just because I'm going to be doing some painting and some background collage. And I just wanted to have an idea in my head of where the different parts were going to go on the page. So I am going to. I'm going to start by adding some clear gesso to this page. I do already have, this is like mm, uh, Distress Oxide, I believe. I think from maybe a previous project where I was either cleaning off my brush or testing out of color or something. I'm not sure. I don't exactly remember, but I'm not super precious about my books, so I don't mind um because most of it's going to be covered up anyway. So I'm not that worried about, testing out on a book page. I don't typically do that. I usually have my oh, all right. I'll grab this. I usually have a book that I use kind of um, for using it as a palette or using it to test colors or to clean off my brushes or what have you. I just use an old book from like, you know, a secondhand book. But I think I was at a retreat maybe when I did this, and I just didn't have. Oh gosh, what's happening with my clear dresser? Oh, I think it was at a retreat and I just didn't have the book handy. So this is what I've done here. Now, I will say that my typical mixed media process does not really involve me planning out the elements of my page ahead of time, like I've done here. This is kind of atypical for me. One of the things that I love the most about mixed media is just the adventure of it, kind of not really knowing where you're going to end up when you start. I think that takes a lot of the pressure off. So many people, when they are trying to do art, um, they get caught up in what is the end result going to look like, and is mine going to look like yours, or is mine going to look like the sample, or is mine going to look the way it looks in my head? And I believe that that's a lot of the reason why people don't do art, honestly, because if it doesn't work out, then it feels more like a failure. And we as human beings are not programmed to like failure very much. And so we tend to stop doing things when they make us feel that way. And so if you approach your art process without an end result in mind, um, then wherever you end up is where you're supposed to be, right? If you don't really know where you're going, then you can't go wrong. And that's usually the way that I approach my art. But I do have a particular, um, like I have a picture in my head of kind of what I'm trying to achieve today, and because I want to plan out what materials I'm going to use and whatnot. So it's still a pretty vague end result, and it may not end up exactly the way it looks in my brain, but that's okay. We're going to try and get there. Um, I am going to try. I'm going to try. I don't know if I want to do watercolor or acrylic, honestly. Let me dry this and think about it for a minute, and I'll probably cut this part out when I edit. Okay, so my page is dried, and I have gotten my palette book, and I've gotten some acrylics here. I'm going to go ahead with acrylic instead of watercolor. I am going to, I really could have book page background collage my background before I started painting the flowers. Could have done that. Um, but I want to try it the other way around. I want to try painting the flowers and then collaging around them. Why? I don't know. Maybe just to make my life more difficult. That might end up being the only outcome, but we're gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna pull out some colors for these flowers. I love that iridescence. Dark. What else do I have over here? Oh, that's too red. Maybe we'll mix that up. Like, lots of this fluorescent pink color. Let me see what other pinks and reds I've got. I want to do pinks and violets. Right, so I have also grabbed, in addition to these golden high flow acrylics and these Amsterdam acrylics, I've also picked out these Dylusions, Pink Flamingo and Fiery Sunset, and just a couple of craft paints. These are, oh, that's gloss. I don't know that I want a gloss one. This one is metallic, Pink Blush Pearl by Craftsmart. Still got some left. I don't have another craft paint that's the same color. So this one is a little darker, Pink Eraser. And then this is kind of more of an orange. It says Tropic Orange. But I do want to bring in some other colors that are maybe a little not pink and purple. So we'll see how that goes. So I've got a couple of options. My paints are all kind of spread out in front of me. I am going to just start fiddling with these flowers, and I'm going to do maybe darker tones in the middle, lighter tones in the outside, and then start adding in some variation. I might end up just fast forwarding and not talking through this part. I'm going to see what happens if I just drag some of this color through. All right, I like that. I like how that's turning out. It kind of adds a little bit of definition. A little definition here. Not that much definition there. Okay, I love that. I didn't like that last bit, so I'm just kind of clearing that away and I'm going to start over. It does add like a very vibrant pink to the mix though, and I do like that. I'm trying to keep the darker colors on one side because I'm going to put some highlights on the other side, just to mimic the light pattern. Like if the light's coming in from one side, then your darker areas are going to tend to fall on one side of the flower. So I'm just going to start building those darks over here on this side. I'm really not getting the same amount of. I wonder if this is just too. My paintbrush might have been too wet for this one because it spread out and didn't quite give me the. Heavier concentration of paint, less water on the brush. That's not. Yeah. The problem sometimes with these golden high flow is that it's hard to get just a little bit of paint. All right, I might do some darker shades as well. I'm gonna try some of this orangey color. We're gonna add it in. I think I like it. This craft paint color better than the Amsterdam one. And I don't have anything comparable in the golden, so we're just gonna go with this. I'm gonna keep using my tiny brush because I really don't want to add a lot of this color. I um, just want to kind of I need some lighter tones. I want it to be kind of more subtle. I don't know if this would be subtle. So I did adjust my lighting and my camera a little bit because I feel like we're really not seeing on camera what is happening with these flowers. It's still hard to see. I just am finding it there. Maybe like that. If I tilt it, you can kind of see some of the dimension and some of the depth. You can see some of the variation in color. I just feel like it looks really flat on the page like this. Can't figure out how to fix that. I'm sorry, I'm not a very good videographer. Hopefully, I'm a better artist than I am videographer, but I'm just gonna keep going and we'll see how it turns out. Ooh, that was a little more than I meant to. Sometimes it's a happy accident and it turns out well. Sometimes you gotta cover it up. You never know what you're gonna get. I do like the variation in color, but it looks kind of muddy to me. Honestly, not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You just keep going. You just keep playing with it and adding colors and adding layers and seeing where it goes. That's how we do it, right? Um, I might try just some plain white. Let's add in some white highlights. Well, I added in white highlights, but I didn't clean my brush off, so we'll see. Eh, it's not very terrible. I'm definitely getting more dimension this way. It's not perfect. When it comes to flowers like this, sometimes I can get caught up in just painting and painting for like hours. Just adding layer after layer. Um, When I teach art classes, I often will say, like, part of what we're doing here is just learning about the materials and how they work and what you need to do differently next time if you don't like the way something turns out this time. Like that is part of the process. And so I'm learning that with these acrylics, you really need concentrated paint in order to make this work. If I have too much water on my brush when I go into it, then it's too diluted and it ends up um, behaving a little bit more like watercolor. And it looks better like this. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can. I had to kind of water the blue down and spread it out a little bit, but I kind of like it. I'm not great. I don't know at doing that when I'm painting like this, though. I think this is why I do other kinds of mixed media more often than I do with this. All right, it's not terrible. Once I've done it on all three, I can definitely see that it's okay. It's okay. Do I love it 100% yet? I do not. But it's not terrible. So here's something that I want to try to do, and I don't know. Oh, I don't know how it will turn out. But I want to try to incorporate some book pages, and maybe that's what I need to try to figure out. Oh, not over here. So I've just cut out a circle, and I'm going to slivers. Thinking might like to incorporate them in here. I have to find where the curve is close to what I'm going for. I'm not cutting them straight. I don't know if you can see, I'm cutting them thicker in some places and thinner in others. And I just think that it might be interesting to add some dimension to the flower. There we go. I actually really like adding this. I think adding these book page elements really brings the whole thing together better, way better than it did before. Okay, I absolutely love this. I didn't love it before. I wasn't thrilled with the paint. I didn't love how it turned out, but that's okay. Adding these book page elements is really making all the difference. I know it's not easy to see on the camera. So I'm gonna get these glued down and then I'm gonna bring you up closer so you can see a little bit better. Can we see what's happening? We add the book pages in. I think it just really gives a great dimension. I lied. I'm never gonna be done. I'm gonna be doing this for the end until the end of time. But you know, I'm happy doing it, so I guess that counts for something. I'm gonna try adding some acrylic ink to a different fine tip bottle. I think I have white over here. Maybe some Liquitex acrylic. Maybe I'll try this, and if I don't love it, I'll wipe it off and I'll go with the paper. We'll see. It's all an adventure. Okay. Whoa. All right, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Oh, it's a lot. Do we like that? I don't think we do. I don't. I don't know about you, but I don't love it. I don't love it. It's a little better with the edges kind of seared in, so it doesn't feel so. Yeah, the fine tip bottle just is not gonna do it. So I'm gonna water this down a lot. I do appreciate the lightness that it's bringing, but I think I'm gonna just try to wipe it off. I do like the little highlights where the white did come through. I definitely do like that. But it was too much. Actually, I kind of like that. All right, let's see if I can get closer so you can see. There we go. I kind of like that smeared white a little better. You still get the highlight of the white over here on the right-hand side. I'm gonna try to cut some little thin slivers of white and see if I can add some highlights that way. I do like what I did with the smeared white, but I still don't know. I just do you want to do that? Okay, so I did have some technical difficulties with my camera, and I lost a little bit of footage in the middle. So this is what I did yesterday, and I went in and added in the white highlights you can see just with paper, and then I added in some depth to the center of the flowers. So this is where I am right now. And it's actually the next day. a little bit. And I am going to, I think I'm going to work on the leaves a little bit just because I want a change of pace. I still want to do these as like flower buds. Um, but I want to play around with these leaves a little bit. I'm using golden fluid acrylics again today. I'm going in with, got sap green, hue, and green gold. And I'm gonna add in a couple of blues. I have a lighter teal and a darker turquoise. Okay, so I've just painted in some of these leaves. I just did a combination of mostly just three colors. I used green gold as a base, and then sap green hue to add some variation, and then the darker turquoise to kind of change the coloring a little bit and bring out some blues. I now want to go in and add these spines on each leaf with book page. So I'll speed up so you don't have to watch me do all of this, and I'll show you what I come up with at the end. Okay, so here's what I've done. I have added like book pages and some white highlights into each leaf. if you can see what that looks like. That's the first one that I did. It's already got a little bit of paint on it. I do want to go in and add in this lighter teal. Just a few little highlights here and there. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to stop for right now. We are going to dive into this project that I've been working on now for 3 days. I did the flowers the first day, I worked on the leaves the second day, and now I want to work on. I had originally planned these to be like buds of the same flowers that just hadn't opened yet, but I kind of was thinking about alternatives. I was thinking about how I maybe wanted to do them, and then I started thinking about other things I might want to do instead. And off camera, I played around on just a piece of paper just to see what this would look like. I saw my hole punch is what happened. Um, happened to catch my eye, and I thought that little hole punched pieces of the book paper, like in place of the strips that I had used on the original artwork, I thought little hole punch pieces might work well on something a little different. So I just tested this out with some blues and then cut it out so that I could kind of try it out on the paper and see like if I liked it. And I kind of really do. I also like that it's cut out and so that I can kind of layer it. I don't know if I might cut it out closer so that it doesn't have the white border because when I'm thinking about what I want to do with the background, I don't know if I want the white border on it. But I kind of do like that I can kind of layer it a little bit, like over the existing, um, without having to paint over what I've already done and then, contend with that. So I'm thinking I might attempt to do 4 or 5 of these, probably four, maybe 5 of these on separate paper and then cut them out. Um, let's see if I cut them out. This was really messy. I was really just trying to like test the colors out together and see what it would look like with the book page. Yeah, I do like that. So I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of the journal entirely and I'm gonna work on. So this is the scrap paper that I used for this one. Um, and you can see it's just plain white printed paper, and I was gessoing some cards, and so it's got like weird gesso outlines on it. But it'll work fine for this, and then I can use up this piece of paper. I'm very much not precious with what I'm working on. I know there are people out there who talk about the importance of quality substrates and quality paints, and I am using pretty quality paints in this project particularly. But yeah, I am just as willing to use craft paint. Oh, what am I doing? I'm gonna put that over here on my book. I'm just as willing to use like Walmart craft paints, honestly. I mean, it depends on what I'm working on, but most of my art journal pages, it doesn't matter so much. I do enjoy um, trying out different uh, quality paints. Like when I first started doing art journaling at all, um, I really only used craft paints or maybe something that I could get on clearance at Michael's, or if I found something at a yard sale or Goodwill. I just didn't want to spend a whole lot of money. I don't really want to spend a whole lot of money on anything, um, to be honest with you. I think the price of things is absolutely ridiculous. But that's neither here nor there. Um, and then over time, the more that I did this, the more I started to feel, I don't know, this is going to sound terrible, but like a legitimate artist. Um, then the more willing I was to buy, like the higher quality paints and things, to kind of experiment around with them and to see what I like and how are they different, I really didn't know when I first started out how they were different. And I do have some favorites that I think are worth spending the extra money, but I don't have like a huge art supply budget. Um, just, with my monthly income, like I don't have a lot of extra to spend on art supplies. And so when I do buy something like this, I will buy like one color. I'll just go in and I can buy one color, and maybe this costs me like $7 or $8 or something. Um, and then, a month later, I go in and I buy this color. And eventually, I have a whole collection of golden fluid acrylics without having spent, a ton of money all at once. So if you are interested in trying out different art supplies, but you're not sure whether it's worth spending the money on some of the higher quality materials, um, I definitely do think that if you're only working with, Walmart craft paint, that's fine. I mean, really, depending on what you want to do, it's probably all you need for a lot of things. But if you do want to try out some of the higher quality stuff, you can do that a little bit at a time. You can look for things on clearance or things that you are getting on like Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace sometimes has good deals on art supplies. You can get kind of people's used supplies and just try them out before you decide to spend the money. And then even when you do decide the money, you don't have to buy like a whole set all at once. Um, Another thing that I do sometimes is, well, all the time, is that I put art supplies on my Christmas list. And my husband and family will be happy to buy them for me, because I'm always happy with art supplies. So I have just painted some blue dots, and then I went in and added a little bit of a darker, um, kind of like a C shape in the bottom left corner to add some shadow. And I'm going to go in with some white, and add some highlights. Welcome back. It is a few hours later. I probably only have a couple of minutes now to record because I'm gonna have to go pick up my dog here in a few minutes. We got him groomed. He gets really itchy and smelly well, not even in the summer, all the time, really. So yeah, so we had him groomed. Okay. So this was the first one that I did. There we go. We're focusing. Um and I just recreated that several times. One, two, three, four. Smaller and larger. I kind of tried to alter. I also added in some purple. It's not really picking it up on camera very well, but Sorry, I lost my camera for a second there. I don't know what happened. So I did add in some purple to give it some dimension and some depth. And now I want to kind of arrange these on the page. I'm not exactly sure where I really want them quite yet. I do like this. Maybe I need another smaller one to go over. I mean, I like it actually like that, so maybe it's fine. All right, maybe it's fine. Yeah, so what I really need to do next is figure out what I'm going to do as a background because I had originally planned to do some collage in the background, but I couldn't decide what I wanted to collage. So I didn't collage anything and I figured I would deal with it later. But now with all of this happening, I really need to figure out my background before I put these down. So I think what I'm going to do is just a watercolor wash. That seems like the easiest at this point based on what I already have on here. So I think I'm gonna do that. Going to erase the pencil marks where I had kind of drawn in where the flower buds were gonna go. Okay. Maybe this is just not, I don't know why. My kneaded eraser usually does a pretty good job. But even this is saying, did I gesso over over the pencil marks? It looks like I did. So we will do a quick white. Just think, oh, that's not a lot. We'll do some white paint over the pencil marks, and then we'll watercolor once that dries. How's that? And we're back. I have painted over the pencil lines. You can still see them a little bit, but I'm going to watercolor over this. And then I'm also going to place these flowers generally where those were. So what little bit of pencil line might show now is probably going to be obscured later. I'm not worried about it. I'm not one for precision in the best of times. I did also change my paint water because it was getting pretty mucky. So now I have some nice clean water to work with. Want to try, let me see how this will look. I think I want to add stems to these. So I'm going to use my book paper and I'm going to try drawing stems. I'm just cutting out kind of a Y shape. Okay, so it's just a so it's just a Y out of book paper, but I'm thinking that might work nicely as a stem for these. I do like that a lot. Okay, I am back. I have glued down the little blue flowers. I have added stems out of book pages. I cut out kind of a vase shape out of um maybe German. I think that might be German. A German book. So I'm gonna place it like this is my thinking. I had just sketched in where it was gonna go, but I think I want to turn it a little bit. That is starting to curl up. Okay, the last thing that I want to do is add some detail to this so that it's not just flat. I'm just going to use the watercolor set that I had out already. I'm just going to paint some shadow. Alright, that's not too bad. It's not the fanciest thing I've ever painted, but let's see how it looks on the page. See, I think it looks pretty good actually. I think that works. I think this turned out really well. It took 3 days and probably 5 or 6 different video clips over the course of those 3 days. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's still dry a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'll take some still photos and insert them here at the end of the video so you can see kind of up close and with better lighting what this looks like as a finished product. But I'm really excited about this. I think it turned out well. Anyway, thank you for joining me in the studio. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.